What's up, buddy? How you doing? Got a question for you. I'm looking at this picture here from Star City Games telling me to sell my cards, which I should do. I don't know if you see behind me, I got all these cards here that I've been meaning to get rid of some of my extras. I got some bulk I got to get rid of. And of course, I think a lot of you guys know I'm over on Whatnot selling cards. We've been doing a bunch of streams over there. And for the most part, let's be clear, when you're selling stuff to other collectors, it's a pretty nice community. It's a nice community of guys. You know, we all love the same game. We all want to make sure everybody gets a good deal. You know, there's going to be some guys trying to take advantage, trying to, play the angles, make a couple extra bucks on a trade. But that's all part of the fun. If you know the value of your cards, which at this point, it's not that hard to figure out the value of your cards. Just go on TCG Player, see what they're selling for. You can pretty much take care of yourself. Except for when the real scammers start getting involved. And that's what I wanted to talk about here today. Previously, I talked about a recent scam, if you watched my recent video, where I was sent fake cards. That's something you got to watch out for as a buyer. And as a buyer, there's a lot of stuff you got to be keeping an eye on. Again, I mentioned I have a little, here, something like this. I think this was $20. Little microscope. Whenever I buy a card that's an expensive card, and I put it under here just to take a look. And a couple times, one time I bought a Mox Diamond, $500 Mox Diamond. I took a look. It was fake. I sent it back. So that's one way to protect yourself. But you also have to take care to protect yourself as a seller. A lot of us, look, even if you're a casual person, you're not doing a lot of sales, but you might go, hey, I'd like a little bit of extra money. Lorwyn's coming out. You might sell a couple of your singles. You got to be on the watch for these new and exciting scams. That's the worst part of this. There's always a new scam, and technology's making it worse than ever. Now, here's your situation that you're worried about, and let's take a look. Now, this concerns sports cards. But obviously, this will apply to any kind of card out there, any kind of collectible, okay? So a guy goes, hey, I have no LV Marte. We all love him. I have no idea who that is. I don't follow baseball. Sells it to a guy on eBay. Not an expensive card. I think he sells it for $40. You would think, $40 card. Why would somebody try to rip you off on a $40 card? Gets a picture from the from the buyer, and the buyer says, hey, listen, man, I bought the card. And wouldn't you know it, shows up on my doorstep. You must have packed it badly. And the shipping company you chose, they didn't do a good job, because here's how the card showed up. And look at this. I mean, we have this giant gouge down here, a huge gouge going across the entire card, even ripping through. Again, this is player-worn memorabilia on the card. Somehow, it looks like somebody took a knife and slashed through the entire card, even through the memorabilia patch. And then down here in the card, look, the whole card's dead. How did this happen? Oh my God. And of course, this is something the buyer goes, listen, man, it's your job to pack the card effectively. If it doesn't make it to my doorstep in the condition you provided, you have to give me a refund. And in the past, I think eBay would have, immediately sided with this guy. They would have said, yeah, you're supposed to send him the card. But here's the story from Triple Play Cards. Sold the card on eBay last week. Packaged in your standard thick wrapping paper. 2 ding defenders. If you guys thought I had some. If you don't know what a ding defender is, huge piece of plastic you wedge it between so nothing gets damaged. And a bubble mailer. Which, guys, I've mailed out dozens, hundreds of packages to people. I've never had a card get damaged like this. Buyer sent a refund request this morning. Said card was damaged in transit. Refunded immediately. What is USPS even doing? How is this even possible? It looks like a wolf got to the card. So originally this seller said, how? Oh my God. Yeah, I got to give this guy his money back. This is crazy what's happened here. The post office did me dirty. And then people got in the comments, they said, let me propose something here. Let me propose what might have happened. And what they proposed happened is that your buyer took the card, he took a picture of it, and he ran over to ChatGPT or any sort of AI image generator, and he said, take this card and generate me a version of it that is gouged in the following way. Add a giant slash mark going across the front, add a gouge in the corner, add some chipping on the corner. For you, those of you guys out there who aren't following AI that closely, This is easy to do, and it's very convincing fake. A great example of this scam we've seen over on DoorDash, where let me see if I can find it. What you'll do is you'll order something like a burger. You order a piece of chicken. You open it up after DoorDash delivers it. And let me see here. Oh, this is on Instagram. And what you'll do is you'll tell ChatGPT, take this picture of my burger and make it raw. Show me a raw burger. Then you go into DoorDash and you're talking to whoever the DoorDash operator is on their little chat function. You go, I need a refund. They go, why do you need a refund? You go, I can't eat this burger. It's raw inside. You do this with any kind of meat. You go, oh, look at this chicken I got sent. This horrible chicken. Oh my God, I hate that Instagram home shit. Look, I need my money back. And the guy on DoorDash goes, well, of course you can't eat that raw chicken. We'll send you a refund immediately, sir. Now, the way this saga ended is, again, after the seller originally said, oh my God, I got to give this guy's money back. Everybody told him, no, dude, you're being scammed. He did some investigation. Apparently, this buyer, Goldman Collectibles, has pulled the exact same thing to people before, telling them, hey, I bought this card. It showed up damaged. I want my money back. And here he has the full conversation. Guy says, hey, I paid a huge amount of money for this. I'm a big fan. I don't know what happened. He apologizes. I don't know how this could have happened. He says, can you please send me pictures of the packaging the card came in? I've never seen a card destroyed this badly. And unfortunately, went ahead and did process a refund before getting more details. And I think that's the way you get around this scam is you go, all right, I'd love to process this refund for you. I need pictures of the card from 8 different angles. And if all 8 angles of the card feature the exact same damage, the exact same formation, because AI is not perfect at consistency. It's not going to be able to perfectly do that. It'll get close. But if you tell it I need all these different angles, I also need a picture of the destroyed shipping box. And once I have that, I'll be able to process your refund. That's where a lot of these guys are going to go, I don't know. Oh, geez. Now, again, this did proceed with Goldman Collectibles, the man who buy it, said, don't believe everything you read. I mean, you think I'm going to ruin my business for $40? Oh, my God. And I guess he was the same guy. I don't know if this was the same guy who bought this one. But let's see. Yes, Goldman Collectibles. Here you go. This is how they caught this guy. Same guy. Hey, the slab was shattered during shipping. Can I get a refund? I'll happy to do so when you return the damaged slab. It was, how do I know you will send me the refund? Be sure to include the original packaging. Thank you. Another perfect way to catch these guys. Again, here's the card that was sent to Goldman Collectibles. Nice little slabbed PSA 10 baseball card. And he goes, look at this. Now, this is ridiculous to me. Guys, if a PSA slab gets damaged in shipping, it's not going to have this dramatic spider web cracking going across. They don't break like this. It's 2 sheets of plastic stapled together. If it's going to get damaged, you're going to have, like, I don't know, maybe a corner would be damaged. This would be... The only way you're going to get damage like this, it's not going to happen on the way to the UPS or whatever. You'd have to take a hammer to the fucking thing, and I don't even think a hammer would split it in this orientation or whatever you want to call it. This is so over the top. If this guy wanted to get away with it, I would have told AI, smash a corner, don't smash the whole thing. Again, this guy was caught because this guy did not issue a refund. He said, yeah, you want a refund? Send me the card back. Well, I don't know. I mean, and honestly, he goes, yeah, send me the card back. It might still be in good condition. Maybe I can get it regraded. Maybe the card wasn't damaged and just the slab's damaged. Either way, send me the card back, and then I can give a refund. Guy goes, I don't know, dude. Can't you just send the refund now? Duh, geez. Point is, guys, obviously we're talking about, sports card guys, and there's a lot more money in sports cards. Again, there's high-end Magic cards, sure, but right now a lot of the money is in these $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 sports cards. But you never know. You never know if somebody's going to go, hey, I just bought a Gaia's Cradle. I wonder if I could take a picture of it, say it got damaged, and convince the guy. I mean, the line would be, if you wanted to keep the Gaia's Cradle, you'd go, listen, Gaia's Cradle showed up It's a little bit damaged. Here you can see in shipping, it got bent, it got scraped up. I'm not happy about this. So, but you know what? I still want the card. Could you give me like 20% off? Could you take $100 off? We'll call it even. That's the scam. That's the scam you're going to run into. See, this scammer wasn't smart because he didn't know what to do when they said, send me the card back. If you just said, hey, listen, I don't need a full refund. I understand things happen. Can you knock, 10, 20 bucks off, 50 bucks off? That's how they're going to get you. Point is, keep an eye out, guys. I talk a lot about these scams because I'm a guy who's been scammed in the past. I've seen people be scammed. It's not fun. And especially now that we're getting into AI, you can't believe what you see. You can't even believe what you hear. I heard about an AI scam recently where they cloned a guy's voice. They used his voice to convince his parents that, hey, I got a buddy coming over to pick up some of my Pokemon cards. So just when he comes over, just let him in and let him take whatever he wants. They clone the guy's voice with AI. Random stranger shows up, empties the guy's room. Guy comes home and they go, well, we thought we were talking to you. It was your voice. You're going to get into trouble in the modern age. I'm really worried for my buddies. I'm worried for my buddy who runs a game store. And I'm telling him, you got to be vigilant, man. You're going to have a lot of scams. You're going to have a lot of fake cards. Like, this stuff is getting out of hand. And you always got to be ready to protect yourself. So I'm hoping this gives you guys some ideas, some of the scams that are out there. Sorry if I went a little long, but I am worried. I'm worried about where AI is taking us. And if you're a business owner, if you're a small seller, or even if you're just a hobbyist trying to get rid of some of your extra cards in your collection, you got to be hyper vigilant these days. Because everybody's out there trying to fuck with everybody. Not everybody. There's good people out there. There's a lot of bad people out there. And they now have access to technology that they should not have access to. The bad people with the AI are going to do a lot of damage. Take care of yourself, guys. And don't forget, come on over to whatnot.com/invite/veto. Join the streams, buy some magic cards, and get yourself $15 just for signing up. Love you. Bye-bye.